An amazing person once said, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. I know this is not close to what we imagined our graduation to be, but we are here gathered today, not in person, but in spirit, striving and celebrating, make it to the end of this chapter in our lives. We have all gone through struggles together, whether we knew it or not. Some of us have dealt with mental illness, losing someone close to us, or maybe even addiction, whether it was ours or someone we care about. These past few years, we have dealt with some of the toughest times in life. Many of us were told countless times that we wouldn't make it to the finish line, but that did not matter because we fought it and we made it. A lot of people have stereotypes about Talley. When I came to this school my junior year, it was not my choice. I believed the stereotypes. I didn't like the school at all the first 2 days. Even left home early and cried because I was disappointed to say that I was at the alternative school. I soon realized how wrong I was and the amazing second chance that I had been given. I met some of the most amazing and kind people in my life at Talley within the first 2 weeks. These people made me feel as if I knew them for years, even though I had just met them days prior. Miss Kelly took me on my first field trip at Talley. She became my school mom and one of the reasons I stayed at Talley and did not go back to Renton. Miss Kinney was another reason I stayed. She has an amazing soul and personality and is someone that I will miss seeing every single day. I am more than grateful for every single teacher that I've had over the last 2 years. There's not a single one of you that has not made an impact in my life, and I will be forever grateful for that. I was so close to giving up on everything, and you guys made me realize that I can do it and that I am strong. If I had left Talley, I would not be here today standing and giving this speech. Thank you for that. I also want to say thank you to my family for always loving and supporting me. Thank you to my grandparents for helping me out when I needed it the most. Thank you to my pageant family for always having my back no matter what the circumstances were. And most importantly, thank you to my mom. Thank you for pushing me every single day of my life and never letting me give up. Thank you for teaching me that it's okay to fail and making me realize that if I gave up, I would have never seen the beautiful things that life has to offer me. Talley is a place where it feels like you're not going to school just to learn, but a place you're going to see people that have become family to you. At Talley, you are just not another person. You are part of the family that our school has made. Talley has made me feel and realize that I matter and that my grades and my past do not reflect who I am today. The school has changed me, believe me, because before the school, I would have gone onto a path that I would have regretted later in life. To my fellow seniors, today we graduate and prove the stereotypes wrong. We prove that we are strong, outgoing, and courageous human beings. I am proud to say that I am a Talley Otter because no matter what, I know I have a home and a family to come to and a shoulder to cry on. I hope after high school we all know that we will struggle and fail, but if we give up, we will never see the highs in our lives. We are all amazing and strong, and it is okay to reach out when we need it. I hope we know that this is not the end to everything amazing and great in our lives. This is not the final goal or even the final boss level in the video game. It is merely the end of a chapter in this book of our lives. We will all have futures in life, and that's what's beautiful. I love this school with my whole heart. This is not a goodbye, but a see you later. Congratulations to everyone that's made it this far. I know our class will be the ones making great changes in this world.
It is truly an honor to participate in tonight's virtual graduation ceremony. And one of the great things about graduations is that it presents the chance to say thank you. A thank you to those who helped you along your journey, or a thank you to those whose support never wavered. And the first group I want to thank are the people watching this evening who have helped this year's graduates of Talley High School get to where they are today. To the parents, guardians, extended family, and friends, on behalf of the Renton School District and Talley High School, thank you for your love, support, encouragement, and discipline that you have provided over the years, and which was even more critical over the last 3 months. Now, another group deserving a sincere thank you is the outstanding staff at Talley High School. When the school year started, none of us could have predicted what would have happened in March. Yet, you adjusted, persevered, and put every ounce of your energy towards ensuring that tonight's graduates would earn their diplomas. Graduates and families, I truly hope you understand and appreciate the dedication the staff at Talley High School, as well as staff throughout the entire Renton School District, has brought each day, which has been even more impressive during this closure. I am blessed to have the opportunity to serve as their superintendent, and it is my great pleasure to say thank you to them. And now to the reason why we are here, the seniors. And I want to begin by acknowledging the elephant in the room. I know that this is not the graduation experience you hope to have this June, and I want to sincerely apologize for not being able to hold a traditional ceremony. Now, graduations, whether traditional or virtual, symbolize a transition from childhood to adulthood. In some ways, your transition to adulthood happened before tonight. Over the last 3 months, you have learned that life can change in an instant. Some of you have lost loved ones. Some of you have lost jobs, or your family members are currently unemployed. Additionally, over the last 3 weeks, you have seen cities burn as our nation continues to wrestle with the scourge of racism and our failure to recognize the worth and dignity of each American, especially Black Americans. However, I would also argue that you have learned that since tomorrow is not promised for anyone, that you must seek to get all you can out of life. You have learned that you should take the time to express your love and appreciation to family and friends. And you have learned that it takes a community coming together to support those in the community who have the greatest needs. Now, from tragedy or challenge comes reflection, and from reflection comes a renewed focus and sense of purpose, as well as the opportunity to act. Tonight's graduation is one of several transitions that have already happened in your life, and it is representative of the many more yet to come. While you should definitely hold on to the exuberance and energy that comes with youth, I want you to also be ready to face a world that might be cold and unwelcoming at times. This is why our community and nation need your generation more than ever. While it is not uncommon to hear older people complain about younger people or younger generations, the reality is that it is your generation that has the opportunity to improve on the failings of prior generations, including my own. For the next 60 to 70 to 80 years, it is you that can help us realize our nation's ideals that have all too often only been realized by a small minority of our citizens. No matter the challenges we face today, we will surmount them and move forward. However, it is you who will help ensure that we do so in a manner that fosters justice for all. Talley High School, class of 2020, move forward with pride, foster greater unity in our community, and turn your excellence into action on behalf of others. I wish you the very best. Congratulations.
Talley High School graduates of the year 2020. I'm very proud you've completed your high school diploma and wish you continued success in the future. Our world's in a very unique place right now. I never could have imagined this set of circumstances surrounding your graduation year. While many people will focus and are focused on the pandemic and injustice in our world, right now I'm focused on you, the 2020 graduates of Albert Talley's Senior High School. I ask that you join me for this time and help decide what your future will look like by reviewing your past experiences. 2 questions. Number 1, how will you describe or characterize your high school experience? And number 2, how will you help other people in your personal circle describe your high school experience? So in brief, how will you remember high school and how will you help others remember with accuracy? The answers to these questions may help shape your future. For many of you, this is one of those classic questions where the glass analogy is the perfect jump point. Will you take the half full or positive perspective or the half empty negative perspective? Half full is the obvious choice. It's also the healthiest choice, and in my opinion, it's the truthful and most accurate choice. Most Talley graduates came to us with histories including poor attendance, bad experiences at other schools, failing grades, and generally not on track for on-time high school graduation. Well, in your cases, those histories have been rewritten. 30 of you have graduated on time and a few of you early. 15 of you are class of 19 and you finished. 13 of you are class of 2018, you're done. And a few of you are class of 2017, you all finished high school, and this makes you a success. Furthermore, you have defied the odds. In our country, less than half of the students that drop out of their neighborhood high school re-enroll in any schooling, but you did. In our country, less than half of the students enrolled in a non-traditional school like Talley go on to graduate, but you did. You are the victors, you have defied the odds, and you are to be celebrated. More importantly, this concept of success needs to permeate your soul. And I know, permeate your soul is a bit over the top, but I mean this with sincerity. You need to move forward in life thinking of yourself with words like success, perseverance, winner, finisher, made a small or a huge comeback, victorious. Now for that second question, which is helping other people accurately describe you. I have to admit that I'm extremely sensitive regarding the way people talk about Talley or about our students. And there are people out there that have a tendency to focus on the negative, that's that glass half full perspective, and they'll rapidly rattle off all the mistakes that you or I have made in the past before our graduations. Of course, this strategy helps no one. And over time, it can damage and hurt people. Reminding students about the laundry list of mistakes in the past does not have a positive impact on the student. Personally, I always assume the family member is dissing the student from a selfish perspective so that they can say, it wasn't my fault that they didn't graduate on time, it was his or hers. And my dear graduates, over the years to come, you will need to repeatedly, respectfully, but strongly correct people in your personal circle when they start listing off your mistakes. Well, controlling other people in my circle is not easy, and I'm sure in yours it's a challenge, in some cases impossible. My suggested closing line for these people is, I have learned from my mistakes. I'm proud I completed my high school education, I hope you can join me in celebrating my successes. These concepts of great self-esteem and the ability to shut down those that feel they need to harp on the negative are some of the greatest keys to success and happiness. On behalf of the entire Talley staff, we are so proud of you. We will miss you, and we know you will accomplish great things.
Talley High School, Class of 2020. On behalf of the Renton School District Board of Directors, I am honored to congratulate you for your accomplishment. I am honored to congratulate your families and friends for this accomplishment, and I am honored to congratulate your teachers, mentors, and coaches for this accomplishment. Your hard work and the hard work of your community has led you to this pivotal moment in each of your lives. The school board wholeheartedly believes in the mission of this school district. That is, to put systems in place to help each student graduate with options and ready to fully participate in our democracy. We believe there is not a one-size-fits-all approach to getting there, and we are thrilled to have provided the space for all students to earn their diploma. Through our core values of service, excellence, and equity, we hope for nothing more than to set each of you up for success in your lives and inspire you to take on the world while practicing the same values. I can't tell you how much I despise the fact that we're not in a big auditorium with your friends and family cheering you on. You've earned a huge celebration, and sadly, that celebration looks so differently than we all anticipated. During these unprecedented times, I've struggled to find the words to use to address you and wholeheartedly congratulate you for your tremendous accomplishments. I've read and I've watched and I've studied looking for the exact right thing to say, but the reality is none of us know what the right thing to say is. But what I do know is your class, Talley High School, Class of 2020, is a class of tenacious, hopeful, and determined people. I followed your journeys, and I know you've encountered and surpassed many challenges, both large and small. You've overcome mountains to get here, and you have incredible goals and dreams. So while our society is facing, among so many challenges, social injustice, racial inequity, and a global pandemic, I am confident in you as our next community leaders to use the same passion and grit that has gotten you here to make our world a better place. You most certainly will, independently and collectively, forge through the trials we currently have as a nation and global society and leave your mark on a more peaceful, more kind, and more just place. You're not the first graduates to earn a diploma in a time of turmoil and uncertainty, but you're the exact class to take this on now. I've heard again and again a reference to a new normal or a fact that the things aren't the way they used to be. To me, that implies we've lost something or we're worse off in some way. However, your journeys have taught me that we can come out on the other side ahead. I know that you will take the challenges we all face today and make our new normal a better normal. You will use your voice to speak your truth and build your communities into places we're all proud to be a part of. Talley graduates, I believe in you. I know you will do great things. It is the honor of the school board to serve you each and every day. We could not be more proud of where you've been, where you are going, and where you are now. We sing praises of your work. Talley High School, Class of 2020, make us proud. Take the world into your hands. Congratulations.
President Teal, on behalf of the Renton School District, Albert Talley Senior High School, and by the power vested in me by the Renton School District Board of Directors and the State of Washington, I'm pleased to present the Talley High School 2020 graduates and to certify that they have met all the district and state requirements for graduation.
On behalf of the Renton School District Board of Directors and by the power vested in me by the State of Washington, it is my privilege to accept Talley High School's graduating class of 2020. Congratulations, graduates.
And now I present to you the graduating class of 2020.
We are honored to present the Talley High School Class of 2020 graduates.
The first Talley graduate is Aman Abdikadir. After high school, Amon plans to pursue a career in law. She would like to thank both of her parents for the tough love and sacrifices they made getting her to graduation, and also Mrs. Laura for her continuous help.
Talley graduate Adrianna Adams. After graduation, Adrianna Adams wants to get a part-time job. They would like to thank their aunt and uncle for giving them this opportunity. They say that they cannot pick just one teacher. They would like to thank every teacher that has helped them throughout the years and for not giving up on them.
Talley graduate Gerald Ray T. Barber. After high school, Gerald plans to get a better job and save up for college and go to Bellevue Community College. He would like to thank all Talley teachers and especially Miss Jackie for always being there when he needed help.
Talley graduate Christian Benham. After graduation, Christian will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks his family for their support throughout the years. He would also like to thank Talley staff for their help in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate Lance Bickford. After graduation, Lance hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. He wants to thank both the members of Talley staff and their family for never giving up in getting him to graduation. He would not have done it without their support.
Shalisa Boone Wilson. After high school, Shalisa plans on exploring options in college or a career. She would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. She would also like to thank her family for always being there when they need it.
Talley graduate Kyle Bordakovsky. After graduation, Kyle will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks his family for their support throughout the years. He would also like to thank the Talley staff for their help in getting him to graduation.
Talley graduate Kyla Brown. After graduation, Kyla plans on becoming an actress and will go to school to learn the skill. She wants to thank her family for supporting her in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate Maya Campbell. After high school, Maya plans on attending college for advanced manufacturing and aerospace. She thanks her mom, family, and Miss Kelly for their support throughout the years and for their help in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate Naya Campbell. After graduation, Naya plans on enrolling in college. She thanks her mom, family, and Miss Kelly for their support throughout the years and for their help in getting to graduation. She would like to thank her grandpa, her mom, and her family for their continued love and support. She would also like to thank her sister for being there every step of the way. Finally, she'd like to thank Miss Kelly for giving her all the support and love she needed to get this diploma.
Talley graduate Alexander Castaneda. After graduation, Alex plans on pursuing a career as a state trooper. Alex would like to thank his baby girl, his family, and her family. He would also like to thank all Talley teachers for their continued support for his future.
Talley graduate Gabriel Chartier. Gabriel wants to pursue a career as an electrician after high school. Gabe would like to thank his dad for helping him get to where he is today.
Talley graduate Amber Chase. After high school, Amber plans to join the military reserves to help pay for college. Amber would like to thank her family and all the Talley staff for continuously supporting her.
Talley graduate Amias Cox Duran. After graduation, Amias hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. He wants to thank both the members of Talley staff and his family for never giving up as they made their way to graduation. He could not have done it without their support.
Talley graduate Deja Daly. After high school, Deja plans on exploring options in college or a career. She would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. She would also like to thank her family for always being there when she needed it.
Talley graduate Zoliter V. Davis. After graduation, Zoliter will be working on getting a business and cosmetology license in the fall. Zoliter would like to thank Miss Anderson and her family for unconditional support.
Talley graduate Irene Delgado Culp. Irene plans on finding a full-time job after graduating. Irene would like to thank her parents and Talley staff who continuously showed their support.
Talley graduate Alan F. Del Rosario. After graduating, Alan plans on attending college. Alan would like to thank his parents, Mr. Timothy Jenkins, and Mr. Mahan for their unending support.
Talley graduate Kevin Ferrer. Kevin plans on enrolling in a college after high school. He would like to thank Ms. Laura, Mrs. Kelly, and my teachers.
Talley graduate Kalia Adam Lou Danielle Fomai. After graduation, Kalia will be working and attending Evergreen Beauty College. She thanks her mom and grandma for pushing her to finish and always supporting her.
Talley graduate Shaylon Ford. After graduation, Shaylon hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. She wants to thank both the members of the Talley staff and her family for never giving up as they made their way to graduation. She could not have done it without their support.
Talley graduate Jacob Fuller. After high school, Jacob plans on exploring options in college or a career. He would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. He would also like to thank his family for always being there when he needed it.
Yareli Isabel Garcia de la Cruz. Yareli plans to go back to her job at the Cynthia A. Green Family Center and will also explore attending community college. She would like to thank her mom for supporting her and allowing her to continue attending Talley even through rough situations. Yareli would also like to thank Ms. Jackie, Ms. Julie, Mr. Anderson, and the rest of the staff for making Talley a safe space for her. She is glad she got to meet you all and learn from all of you.
Talley graduate Angelo RAPHAEL GAROFALO. Angelo will attend Bellevue Community College after graduation. He would like to thank his OT, Kelly Revel, and his sister Nina for inspiring him and motivating him for the future.
Talley graduate Zyrel Gonzalez. After graduation, Zyrel will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks his family for their support throughout the years. He would also like to thank Talley staff for their help in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate Cherokees Hadnot Roberson. After graduation, Cherokees plans to continue working. She would like to thank all of the THS staff and her mother for the support.
Talley graduate Somalie Yowane. After graduation, Somalie plans to attend college. She would like to thank all the teachers at Talley for not giving up on her. She would also like to thank the Washington Youth Academy. They helped her get to the credits needed to get back on track and graduate with the class of 2020. And most importantly, she would like to thank her family for supporting her and having faith that she would graduate on time.
Talley graduate Joshua Geronimo. Josh would like to go to 2 years of community college and then 4 years of university, majoring in film after graduating. He would like to thank past and present teachers for getting him to this point, and he would like to thank himself for his stubbornness for not giving up.
Talley graduate Gianni Leonard. After graduating, Gianni would like to attend Green River College to obtain a degree in engineering. He would like to thank his mom and stepdad for pushing him to the best version of himself possible.
Talley graduate Alejandro Magana. Alex wants to pursue a career at the airport after graduation. He would like to give a shout out to all Talley staff members for supporting him.
Talley graduate Mackenzie Munir. After graduation, Mackenzie hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. She wants to thank both the members of the Talley staff and her family for never giving up as she made her way to graduation.
Talley graduate Selena Martinez. After high school, Selena plans on exploring options in college or a career. She would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. She would also like to thank her family for always being there when she needed it.
Talley graduate Isaiah Maudaku. After high school, Isaiah will be attending and graduating from college. Isaiah would like to thank his mom and dad, Miss McEwen, and Mr. Takasaki.
Talley graduate Cameron McAllister. After graduation, Cameron plans on finding a job. He would like to thank Miss McEwen, Mr. Anderson, and Miss Kelly for their support during his time at Talley.
Talley graduate Esther Momo. After graduation, Esther will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. She thanks her family for the support throughout the years. She would also like to thank Talley staff for their help in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate Douglas Morales. After graduation, Douglas hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. He wants to thank both the members of Talley staff and their family for never giving up as he made it to graduation.
Talley graduate Adrian MUNOZ. After high school, Adrian plans on exploring options in college or a career. He would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. He would also like to thank his family for always being there when he needed it.
Talley graduate Sean MYRICK. After graduation, Sean will attend college. Sean would like to thank Mr. Jenkins for all his support in getting to graduation.
Samuel Nelson. Sam plans to pursue a career as a software engineer. He would like to thank Ms. Laura, Ms. Kia, Mr. Davis, and Jess Barnes for making his school feel so special.
Talley graduate Caitlin Noble. After high school, Caitlin plans on working at the SeaTac airport and then plans to start work on becoming a flight attendant. She would like to thank all the staff at Talley High for being an understanding and caring school for many students. She would also like to thank her family for being so understanding and supportive.
Talley graduate Marco Perez Ramirez. After graduating, Marco will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks his family for their support throughout the years. He would also like to thank Talley staff for their help in getting him to graduation.
Talley graduate Samantha Pickering. Sam plans on going to college and becoming a phlebotomist and also traveling the world. She would like to thank her parents and all her other family for being a huge support. She would also like to thank her Paget family for making her who she is today. Last but not least, thank you to the teachers at Talley for convincing her to stay at Talley, especially her school moms, Kelly and Kenny. You guys are the best.
Talley graduate Remington Remy Pinzon. After graduation, Remy hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. He wants to thank both the members of Talley staff and his family for never giving up as he made his way to graduation. He would not have done it without their support.
Talley graduate O.J. Thornton. After graduation, O.J. will move to Dallas, Texas and attend the Art Institute of Dallas. She would like to thank her siblings for their support through any and everything that has ever happened in her life. She also wants to thank Miss Kelly and Miss Jackie for their undying support and help.
Talley graduate McKaylin Rose Russell. After high school, McKaylin plans on attending college. She wants to thank her dad and grandmother for staying on her for her grades and attendance. She would like to also thank her mom for all the support throughout high school. And lastly, she would like to thank Mr. Anderson and Bobby for helping her pass those horrible SBAs.
Talley graduate River Sadang. After high school, River plans on exploring options in college or a career. He would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. He would also like to thank his family for always being there when he needed it.
Talley graduate Miguel Salazar. After graduating, Miguel will find a job and will continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks all Talley staff members, the man upstairs, and his family for their support.
Talley graduate Alexia Samuels. After graduation, Alexia hopes to plan to attend Harvard Law this upcoming year. She wants to thank Miss Kelly for always having an open shoulder to cry on.
Talley graduate Francisco Sandoval Ramos. After high school, Francisco plans to pursue a career in construction. He would like to thank his whole family and everyone that supported him.
Talley graduate Taylor Schoolcraft. After high school, Taylor plans on finding a job. She would like to thank all staff for supporting her during her time at Talley.
Talley graduate Ashante Singsavong. After graduation, Ashante wants to go to beauty school, cosmetology school. She would like to thank her mother and Mr. Jenkins for helping her stay on track and graduate.
Talley graduate Zoe Marie SMEAD. After high school, Zoe will be attending Central Washington University for a degree in paramedic sciences. Zoe would like to thank Miss Watts and Miss Miller for helping her and a myriad with a myriad of high school struggles. She would also like to thank her parents for their continued support and encouragement.
Talley graduate David Sosa Blanco. David is going to RTC for the mechanics program. He would like to thank all the teachers at Talley for their support.
Talley graduate Zephaniah Sucky. Zeph plans on enlisting in the military, the National Guard, after graduation. He would like to thank his counselor for sending him to Talley. He is grateful that he was able to break outside of his bubble during his time at Talley.
Talley graduate Fräulein Teo. After high school, Fräulein plans on exploring options in college or a career. He would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. He would also like to thank his family for always being there when he needed it.
Talley graduate Jamil Thornton. Jamil will attend community college after graduation. He would like to thank Bobby for being a chill teacher and pushing him to keep trying.
Talley graduate Samantha Valencia. Samantha will work for a year before entering college. I would like to thank my mom and stepdad for the endless support and all the teachers and staff from Sunnyside and Albert Talley High Schools for motivating their students to become better versions of themselves.
Talley graduate Iverson Valentine. After graduation, Iverson hopes to find a job and will look at selections for college. He wants to thank both the members of Talley staff and his family for never giving up in making it to graduation. He could not have done it without their support.
Talley graduate Stephanie Vasquez. After high school, Stephanie will pursue a career in law. She would like to thank Kelly Luther and Bobby Lamberts for always pushing her to do better. She would also like to thank her mother for always supporting her and loving her.
Talley graduate Jesus Vasquez. After graduation, Jesus will find a job and continue to consider opportunities for college. He thanks his family for their support throughout the years. He would also like to thank Talley staff for their help in getting to graduation.
Talley graduate John Darren Verde. John plans to attend college for science after graduation. He would like to thank Mrs. Wetlaufer for all her help with English class, of which he's not a huge fan. Mr. Dubb for encouraging his interest in science, and Miss Kelly for all her help with graduation.
Talley graduate Freddie Volmer. After high school, Freddie wants to find a job. He would like to thank Miss McEwen and the Washington Youth Academy. He would especially like to thank his mom and his family for supporting him.
Talley graduate Eros Williams. After high school, Eros plans on exploring options in college or a career. He would like to thank the entire Talley staff for their unending support. He would also like to thank his family for always being there when he needed it.
Class of 2020, please join me in turning your tassels from the right to the left.